Good morning, my friends. Happy Wednesday. Here we are again. I always think I'm going to think of something wonderful to say while I'm waiting for everyone to come on, but I never get that far. I was ready early this morning, but I was getting ready for my workshop. I have that coming up in Connecticut this coming week, so I'm leaving on Sunday, so I was planning for what we're going to paint. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Susie. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Ellen. Good morning, Carol Ann. Carol Ann and I are riding up to Connecticut together. It's going to be so much fun. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Lisa. Katrina. Good morning, Michael. Hi, Mary. I hope you guys are all well. Ann Smith, artist. My mother-in-law's name's Ann Smith. She's not an artist, though. Girl from Jersey, good morning. Oh, I was painting. It's, oh, the light's not very good on it, is it? I was painting cherry blossoms. Oh, isn't it fun? I love that fun acidic kind of here. Let me see that better. That was my big project last weekend. So I'm getting ready for a couple of art shows coming up too in the summer. I made the big commitment and bought my own tent and my own pro panels and everything. So I've been painting. I need more large paintings, but you know, it's hard to have that. No, wait, let me turn this around. I honestly hate when the camera's on me. But yes, so much fun. I need to do more large paintings. I'm afraid I don't have enough for all the shows I'm going to do. So I've been painting up a storm. So I was going to paint something different that I posted yesterday in my story, but ended up that Ellen Taylor sent me this photo that she took of one of her gorgeous irises, and I think I've got to paint that this morning. Isn't it gorgeous? So much fun. Good morning, Emerson. Hi, Anita. The workshop would be, yeah. Oh, I will. I would love to share some behind the scenes of the workshop. I need to work on some behind the scenes of getting ready for art shows too. Oh my goodness. Is it? I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I always think I can do everything. Like, no matter what you ask me, I'm like, yeah, I can do that. It's a problem because getting ready to be away for, when I'm going to be away, really 5 days, and then come back, and the next day I have to leave to go to an art show. So I'm getting ready for two things, and it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of thinking and planning and making sure I'm not forgetting anything. And if anything, I am the queen of forgetting. I forget everything. Everything. I can't remember anything, so it's scary. And I'm not very good at making lists, although this time I am definitely trying harder to write down things so that the next time I do it, I have a concrete list of things not to forget so that I don't lay awake at night worrying. I know that's such a pretty iris, and I love the light falling on it up here, and that bluish purple in there just glows. I hope I can capture it. Hello to Brazil. Good morning, Laura. I love all your paintings at Square Pair. I went down and dropped one. I only could send one plus a bird painting to Square Pair, and I saw all your paintings. They're gorgeous. Really, really nice, Laura. Looking for, my Zestit. I'm sorry. It is really pretty, isn't it, Carol Ann? So Carol Ann and I are riding up to the Connecticut workshop together, and we've never met. How fun is that? She lives here near me, and I didn't want to drive by myself by any stretch. Yeah, did the show go well, Laura? That's such a beautiful gallery. All right, I need to think about what I'm doing. This irises can be a little complicated, and so I might have to think. I might be quiet a little bit while I'm thinking. Yeah, it's like all the things I do to be able to have time to paint, and then when I have time to paint, I feel, always a little scattered. I've been painting larger birds, but it's so much fun. And I actually have painted so much that I have no more panels left. I just ordered some more. so this is my last like raised panel that I even have here. So I've been shopping like a crazy person, and that's not something I'm very good at. So I bought all the things for an art show. I also just had to buy a new iPad because this iPad dies like very quickly. Like it hardly keeps a charge for me to even finish this painting. And I can't go away to the workshop and do that. And this time for the outdoor art show, I actually put everything in an app called Artwork Archive so that all my artwork is listed in there. I used to always make like a list and print it out and take it with me. And then when things sold, I'd have to mark it on the list. Now I'm just going to have it all computerized. And it's a time saver and it's a great thing to do, but the setting up for it is like way beyond my patience. Like I'm not patient with doing stuff like that. I get bored, I guess. Laura said, yes, such a beautiful gallery. I love seeing your birds. The show had a small turnout due to rain. Oh, that's right. It did rain, but I have my largest piece. Oh my gosh, Laura, that's so exciting. That's all that matters, right? That's so fun. So you didn't get to be there while it sold. That would be even more fun, right? Yeah, it's nothing better than someone falling in love with your art, right? It is like the best feeling in the world. I love knowing that you create something that's going to live on in the world long after we're here. It's so cool. Making sure nobody wrote me a note that I missed. So I thought about doing the full wash and wiping. Like I keep kind of dancing back and forth between doing both. Doing where I put like a color wash behind and then wipe into it and then paint. Or putting down the colors. But I thought the vibrant colors in here are so cool that I wanted to try it this way. It would be actually great to do the same painting in both ways just to see what happens. I feel like, I don't know what I feel like. I feel like I'm getting a little too precious here. I need to just drop some in here and not overthink it. All right. Yeah, I think I have irises in the back. I should go see if they're blooming. A lot of my flowers are planted, like we have a back part behind our dining room where a lot of the flowers are planted, and I don't walk back there very often. I should go see. Let's get a little blue in there. I could do that with pigment sticks too a little bit. Whoops. I want to try to keep some of that vibrance, so I really have to pay attention to it. And this morning I got organized. I usually put all my paper towels in half, and I got a whole stack of them. I love having a stack. Sometimes I feel like I use more than I should when I have a whole stack sitting in front of me. Allie said, I just painted an iris 3 in 3 different sizes. Oh my gosh, that is fun. Did you go really big too? I love seeing all your paintings. Allie. Trying to think what color blue I want in that background. Maybe a little manganese blue hue, but I don't. I just pulled something up and thought it was manganese blue hue, but it's gorgeous, but it's not transparent. So I need manganese blue hue. So hold on a second here. It was that color I've been using this week, that azure blue that I painted the paintbrush with. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I would love to paint that paintbrush with every color. And that's French ultramarine blue. More French ultramarine blue. Oh, here it is. Okay. All small, 8 by 10, 6 by 8, and 5 by 7. Are those your favorite sizes too? I still love painting small. Although this big one I did behind me here, I like a lot because I did it in a shorter time. Yeah, the paintbrush was so fun to do. Yeah, I did it in a shorter time, so I enjoyed it more. I don't like when I have to go back into them too often. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I think I just get bored. I would say that's probably one of the biggest challenges for me with painting is keeping from getting bored with things. Because what was I looking at something the other day that I was working on, and I thought, oh, I certainly lost focus in the middle of that. It always has to stay fun. And it's not necessarily the thing that stays fun, it's me staying focused on it, right? You know what I mean? Do you feel like that too? I don't know what I want to put. Maybe I will just glue all up there, and then I'll just make this is much grayer, which really helps those purples to pop. But I think I will just put kind of the same color in the background here. It's always kind of a guess about what you put underneath in the background, because then when you go over top, like with a gray or something, it will pick up what's in the background. Someone had asked me the other day about how I keep my colors that I paint underneath from coming into what I'm painting on top, and I was like, that's my goal. I want that to happen. So the answer is it does. I love when kind of an unexpected color pops out. Oh, what did Ellen say? Although I do too, Ellen. A very, very low tolerance for boredom. And I'm easily distracted. I don't know if that's the brain of an artist. Probably not all artists, but certainly me. Yes. Because there's so many things to do. Like if you hit the point of being bored with something, like there's a million fun things right around the corner. So it's hard to stay in it. And the older I get, I find the harder it is to stay focused when I'm bored. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is. Sometimes it's easier just to admit your flaws, right? Yeah, kind of. I've always given myself such a hard time for like let my mind wandering and not being able to focus on things. And now I'm trying a little bit more to just embrace it as that, let my mind wander and just chase it wherever it goes. It's a lot more comfortable living that way than it is trying to change it. If I'm working on something and my brain wants to go do something else, then I just do it. Jump ahead and do it all. Yeah, jump ahead that's probably not. And patience. Well, I do find that painting teaches me a lot of patience. But like Allie was posted yesterday, what'd you post about batching? Like that's what you're supposed to do to be able to be more efficient, is to batch and do, the same task all at one time. And I am so bad at that. I keep trying. It's kind of like that thing where you try and you try and you try and you keep failing, but you keep trying and eventually it'll work. That you can batch something and think, okay, I'm going to do just so 800 boards right now. Oh my gosh. I would do like 4 and be like, no, I think I'll go make dinner. I'll go switch the wash. Those are fun colors. Oh, this is oil. Oh, Irma, you do. That's a great idea. Irma said she uses the kitchen timer to keep her on task. So she'll work on something for a period of time. And when the timer goes, then you get to stop, huh? Or move on to the next thing. That's a really great idea. Because then you're not going to accidentally... I don't know what. It's a good way to make yourself do it. A little gold in there. color. A little bit of pink. I think that's a nice sloppy start, right? Messy beginning, messy middle. Guess I'm not quite at the middle. All right, so now we need to mix up lots of purples and some really cool bluish green colors. Excuse me, I'm a little tired today. And like a nice neutral kind of tannish gray for up around the outside. And that's just so, that glow in there is so pretty. All right, I'll move this down here. How quiet is that? It's not quite as close, but I can move it over a little. Maybe not. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do next week. If, while I'm at my workshop, if everybody doesn't mind, I'll probably still do our Wednesday morning live and just do it from there. No reason I couldn't, unless, I don't know what the schedule's going to be or what we'll be doing. But I'll let you know on Instagram. I have to think about what I'm mixing. So I put some, this is Radiant. I put this, oh no, it's not Radiant. Look, it's this. I'm going to see how this works to lighten some purples and keep richness. It's Orchid from Vasari. It's from that Renaissance set that they have. Oh, the paint on my apron. I know, this is I have a few other aprons, but this is my favorite. Actually, I have a company sending me an apron to try out and to see what I think of it, which will be fun. But yeah, I love how it looks too. I need to wash it, but I don't even know if I need more purple. I don't even know if I could throw this in the washing machine and not mess everything up. Probably though, as long as there's no wet oil paint on it. Yeah, I know. How do I get it? Well, I can see how I could get it all over my apron. I get it all over everything. I get it in my hair. Yeah, that's a really nice dark purple. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this and add some permanent rose in there. I think I need to put more permanent rose out on my palette here. And that's definitely a color in there. Get out permanent rose. There it is. I need to clean my whole desktop off, my whole palette off. It's a little messy. It gets messier, I find, when I paint large paintings than small ones. I was painting large a lot this past weekend. Need to clean this off before I get a little bit of a lighter color to mix in. So I'm just getting a paper towel. Oh, that's really pretty. Just a little lighter. I'm sorry, I'm missing Al. I said I went to Blick in the City last week, and the only empty space in Windsor Newton display was permanent rose. Really? Huh. That stinks. I hope you weren't out of it. I love permanent rose. It really is a magical color because it's just so bright and happy. And I don't know that I found any other color quite like it, like even in from other companies. I don't know that. Yeah, I guess there is a little bit of a lighter. I think that needs a little more pink. A little more rose in there. I think I need some more bluish purple. So I'll take a little bit of this, some blue. Oh, that's nice. That's definitely in there. And then maybe I'll lighten it a little more. So there's pinkish purples and bluish purples. And I'm sorry, what do you guys see? Into black. Gorgeous colors. Thank you, Irma. Out but needed soon, not out. Good. I'm glad you're not out yet. Does anyone have a tip on how to see all the darks and lights on highly ruffled flowers like hydrangeas and irises without getting lost? Well, you can make your photo black and white. That helps you see the value difference. Something I would try, hydrangeas are hard because of all those little leaves. But if you really squint at something, you could paint like where the light is on your hydrangea, paint that more of a light color and add your darks in. And then on the dark side, paint that more dark and add your lights in. I think that would help you because you don't want to have it all speckled that so much of it is dark and light everywhere because then you don't see where your light source is. Like capturing where the light's coming from is a big part of making a painting look good. Now, that being said, I don't know that I've ever actually tried doing that, but it certainly sounds like it could work, right? All right, now I need some greens. And then I need and the greens are all a little blue. A little blue in there. But it would be a fun thing to try. Yeah, looking at it in black and white really does help. Michael says, I have a value finder I got from Amazon. It's like a red piece of plexiglass. Oh, I think I have one of those too, somewhere here. It's like a little thing you look through. Yeah, I saw an artist that used that too, and I really like the idea, but I can't say that I even know where I put it or that I ever use it, but it is a good idea. Yeah, sometimes it is really hard to see the values. Or you could even up the contrast of what you're painting, like your image. If you're looking at it on your iPad, you could up the contrast so the darks are darker and the lights are lighter. I don't know what else I need, so I may think about that later. That blue, isn't that pretty? I love that. It reminds me a little bit of this, this that I love. See how similar that is? Actually, I could take a little bit of this, just cut a little bit off, and mix just a little bit of oil into that, and that could be one of my colors. Isn't that nice? Oh, I like that too. That was a good idea. All right, and then I need kind of a grayish neutral for the background. I'll take this blue that I have from the other day. So if I have colors that I like that aren't dried out, I'll just add them up into my palette options. can use them in other paintings. That's really nice. I'll just do a little bit more of this. See if it's a little too dark. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's a good palette. I like that a lot. Sometimes I enjoy mixing colors so much that I want to keep mixing it when I don't know that I really need any more colors. Maybe a bright green. No, let me just do a little bit of too bright. There is some green like that. Just a touch of that would be really pretty. Kind of be a little sexy pop of color. All right, let me pull this right back up. Oh, no sounds with my new. You do see this. Oh well. Yeah, you still see this little thing here in the front. I don't like that, but it's a little better. I probably just have to move it a little more, but now is not the time. Okay, so I'm going with some of my darkest darks. Yeah, the background I think will be really fun. And let the fun begin. And I often do get scared in the middle of my paintings, especially when everybody's watching me, that they're not going to turn out, but usually they do. Painting is a confidence builder for me, of sticking with something, even through the boring parts, because usually it all turns out just fine. Bits of dark here. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to add that little bit in there. I don't know that that's helping, and I'm afraid if I put it in there and I don't like it, it's going to be too dominant to take it back out. I'm going to clean out just this little bit there. I'm just looking to see if there's any spots where I have too much purple. When I add that background color in, it might get too dominant there. A little bit of my dark greens. That green was a little dry. There's a little bit of thickness in there. A little bit of dried paint, kind of. Beachside Studios, that's a fun name. I didn't miss anything good. Let me know if I miss you guys are asking me anything. And I don't want to get too tight with it. Like, I do want to keep it spontaneous too. So that's something I'm constantly telling myself, so that I don't get too rigid with what I'm doing. I want some of those background colors to show through. and to try to put down intentional brush strokes and not fuss with them. It's so hard to do. Paint. When I get paint that goes off the edge of my panel, I always have to clean it off because I'll eventually get it all over my hands. So this goes into here. Sometimes doing a background that I want to keep kind of a smooth, constant color in the background, and keeping it not too smooth is really tricky. I find I have to think about that more than I think I should. Like here, I want it to have some texture back there, but not so much that it's distracting. But I want it to look like an environment, not just like... See, that's what I didn't want to happen. That bled a little too much. Let me go back in and take some of that away. Oops. All right, that's pretty cool. I wish I would have mixed up a little bit more of that gray color. It's really nice. Might have to do that. Let me just do a little bit more of the gray that I had. Here's this is what I want. I think it's a lot of titanium buff. I'll mix it in. Oops, I didn't clean the green off my my palette knife, but I actually like the color, so we're just gonna go with it. Got a little green in there. Shiva blue is also grayish background color. Oh, ice blue. I have that somewhere here. I should look for that, Ellen. That's a good idea. I do know that I like that color. It's good for neutralizing things. I know I have that here somewhere. I haven't used that in years. That's a great suggestion. A lot of paint going down the side here. I need some. Just want to give it the feel of it being in an environment, not make any of that part that I'm painting right now be too dominant or too distracting, I guess is a better word for what I mean. I like that some of the roughness shows through. Ellen, did you take this in your backyard on your patio? Ellen, who's in our group here, this is her oh, that Shiva. Yeah, I forgot all about that color. I think it's Richeson, Richeson company, I believe. Make this a little lighter up here. Buenas tardes. Back deck. It's so pretty. I guess you have to leave these behind when you move to Florida. Someone will be lucky to get them. And now I should dive into the iris because I think I'm avoiding it. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll be painting and I think that I am just avoiding something, like the middle of a painting or something that scares me a little bit. And I need to just dive in. I do need a little dark in there. Yeah, I love that kind of glowing in there. At this stage, I do too. I always wish that I could say I'm finished, like when I'm at this point. It does need the lighter colors, but I do love this, how loose and free it is. So I'm going to try to keep that spirit as I paint. Try to just put in strokes and let them be. Like that. That worked. So now I think of it as like carving out the iris. Just by putting down intentional brush strokes and not fussing with them. That goes in here. This needs to that. And I need to take my time and not rush. We have plenty of time. I can send you some reference photos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, as an artist, it's hard to have the time to go find inspiration, to take all the photos, to do the photo editing. Even to do the photo editing of taking the photos of the painting is challenging sometimes. A little glow in there. Missed that, so I'm going to put that little. I'm just kind of looking around for spots. I want to make sure that I don't put down too much information that I lose all of the glow, but I need that to go dark. Add some of my lights now. Kind of a transition here of form. Oh, can you please tell me what color that glowing pink is? That's probably Permanent Rose by Winsor Newton glowing through there. It's just one of my favorites. Ellen said, hard to keep the landmarks for me at this stage. Everything gets jumbled. Yeah, you have to really slow down. And I do actually find it very helpful. I'm looking at what you're seeing and looking like in my camera and looking for like where light areas are. Making sure I kind of have my overall bigger shapes right. I think I need to go a little darker in here. But it's more pink, not blue. I feel like mine is a little fatter, but that's okay. I don't know that it's worth going in and fussing with it. I could a little. And I think this is too. Do a little pink in here. I don't want to overwork it. I need to take my time. All right. I'm really thinking now where my lightest lights are, if I'm ready for those. I might need a couple more darks, like right here. Oops, that's not quite high enough. I love that blue is very vibrant right there. All right, I think I'm going to go to a little bit smaller brush to put in my lightest lights. I don't know if I need to mix a lighter pink. I may need to. Sorry, this is the part where I'm always holding my breath and I stop talking because I'm thinking. I think I need to make a little bit more lighter pink. Yeah, I don't want to paint it so much that I lose kind of the little bits of glow that are happening. It's always the trickiest part. A little bit more pink. this kind of goes right in here. That might be too light. That little. It's hard to know what color I need right here. I love that pink glowing. I don't think I want to mess that up. Or fuss with it, I guess. I don't mean mess it up. It doesn't mean I would necessarily mess it up, but I don't want to take the risk, I guess. It needs to be a little wavier. Stunning, you certainly didn't lose your the way I do. You give it another shot. Yes, give it another shot. Oh yeah, it's hard to be patient and wait to add the bling till the end. That is so hard to do. But yes, always give it another shot, because just because you don't get it once doesn't mean if you try it again that it's not going to be great. Like, I love to paint the same thing over and over again because I feel like I always learn something doing that. A little bluer. It is a complicated flower, yes. Super complicated. Always good to push yourself out of your comfort zone and try things that are challenging, though. It's how you learn. And keep from getting bored, right, Ellen? Dark right here. Hi, Mary Eileen. Thank you. Sorry, I stopped talking. So much to think about now. Let me get a little bit of lighter in here. Anita said, I love irises. Mine are almost ready to bloom. This is gorgeous. Thank you, Anita. Yeah, I need to go check on mine. I love the pops of that bright color showing through. I love the bright blues. I'm trying to look to see if there are any spots that, this is a 6x8. And I think that smaller paintings are easier to do because you're not making a commitment to it. Like when I work on a large painting, like I'm a little more precious with what I do. I'm afraid that spending time and money on something so big just feels scarier to me. When I do these little paintings, like if I don't like it, I could just throw it away. It's not a big commitment. So I think it's great if you're just starting to really start with smaller paintings. Laura said the magic is happening right before our eyes. Thanks, Laura. Laura does amazing florals. You should follow her if you don't follow her. She went to the same college that I did. She went to school with my niece Erin. We all went to Kutztown. It was a great school. It still is a great school. Now I need this to go darker right here. So that kind of helps bring that forward. That needs a little more of a... Oh, I see. This is a whole second piece right here. I missed that. Oh, that helped, didn't it? Sometimes sometimes it's hard not to get lost in the woods or the trees. What is it? Like there's so much to look at. It's hard to focus. Is that what I'm meaning? I don't know what I'm meaning, but I think it's close to finished. Laura said my process is definitely different than yours. I love how quickly you can make the magic happen. Yeah, you do acrylics, don't you? I think that is so different. I've been practicing with acrylics because I like changing things up, but they just dry so quickly. Oh, here, I didn't do this down here. Oh, that helped, didn't it? I didn't have that definition down there. I can't see the forest for the trees. Yes, I always get those sayings messed up. Lots of layers to build. Yes, a different process. Although it's nice that acrylics dry so quickly. And it's also not nice that acrylics dry so quickly, right? A little bit of both. Oh, Laura Brady. Laura Brady Studio. Laura, isn't that? Yeah, Laura Brady Studio. And a little definition in that little bit of center. I think I need one little kiss of that blue in here because you can kind of see through there. I think I might be finished. I'm just looking around, looking through the viewfinder. This might be a little bright, but that's all right. I kind of like it dominant like that because, your painting never needs to look just like your reference, though it could, you have to add your own kind of artistic flair to it. Yeah, I think I'm not making it better, so I'm going to stop. Okay, did you find her? Pros and cons. Yep, I love the velvet feel, the pellet that just did the pop. Thank you, Debbie. Pure magic. Carol Ann, thank you. So I'm going to sign it. So, there's my reference from Ellen. There's my painting of the iris and my palette, which I really didn't stray from at all, I don't think. And I'll turn this around. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me this morning. If you're in, I have two things still today at 11. If you're in my Inspiring Art group, I'm going to be doing a demo of sunflower. If anybody wants to paint along, I send out a newsletter. And Inspiring Art is going to open up again. If anybody wants to join us, and it's my monthly membership, and it's opening up again for enrollment. I think next week, if I can get all the ducks in a row to make that happen. And then at, what am I doing at 2 o'clock? Oh, the Art in Bloom was happening. And this is the last week. So I have my last little bonus lesson today at 2 o'clock for anyone in Art in Bloom. And I probably do that again in the fall. So thanks for coming, you guys. Have a wonderful day. I will post this up. It'll be linked on my website, and then I'll also have it on my YouTube channel. Thanks for coming, and hopefully I'll see you again next week. Bye. Thank you.